Captain's log, stardate 54566.1. After quelling the Borg threat in the regular Badlands, one of our patrolling Venture-class scouts picked up a distress call coming from Starbase 176, located in the next sector. Starfleet has dispatched 2 Iwo Jima-class assault ships full of Federation Marines and ordered us to chart a course and proceed to Starbase 176, at the very edge of Federation space.
Hey guys, and welcome back to an episode of Copy-Paste Level Design. Sorry, I'm being a bit
Mr. LaForge, reroute all auxiliary power to the engines.
Those of you who watch my Star Trek Armada 1 playthrough may feel like they're about to watch the fourth episode from Star Trek Armada 1, but don't worry, you're not. This is the third episode from Star Trek Armada 2. And just displaying there, if you doubted what I said last time about a Borg cube being no match for a starbase, there's all the proof you need. We have 2 Iwo Jima class vessels here. They're essentially troop transports.
Lay in a new course.
Station is under attack.
They have next to no power by themselves and are basically
Number 1, prepare and
a bit of a waste of
status report.
Firepower. What they can do is
Mr.
rapid
LaForge,
transporter
attacks,
which
engines.
allow you to take over enemy ships pretty rapidly.
Acknowledge, Starfleet.
I've already mentioned I'm not going to be doing that
Alert
much in this game. I have already had a Steamrunner class ship here, but I'm getting rid of it because unless you're in a mission where Steamrunner class vessels make a huge amount of difference, like you have to fight through a wall of turrets, then they can tend to, I would say, get in the way a lot more. They
all sections report.
They can end up doing a lot of collateral damage, especially in large numbers. So, just like in the mission of Star Trek Armada 1, our goal here is to get all the derelict ships together and send them back to the starbase.
Make it so.
However, we are given much more powerful ships in this mission than we were.
Enterprise, this is Starbase 176. We need assistance. You got here just in time. A large Borg fleet has moved through the sector. We tried to hold them off, but they overwhelmed us. Many of our ships were lost, and several are still unaccounted for. We're receiving distress calls and reports of severe damage from our fleet. Our shipyard was hit. We're working on getting that back online. Long-range sensors are indicating more unidentified vessels entering the sector. The Borg will destroy our crippled ships unless we can get them recrewed and repaired. Starbase 176 out.
You know, this game tends to have a really big habit of ignoring me.
Number 1,
and just talking over the top of me. One thing you will notice is that I've just rescued 2 Sovereign-class ships, and they're certainly something that you never get in the first part of the game.
Make it so.
Well, the Borg cube shields collapse fairly quickly there, and I've turned on the Sovereign's Corbomite reflector.
Status report.
Just to make sure that the Enterprise is okay.
Repair facility.
And we're just going to keep
enemy engaged.
Plodding round our ships and making sure that they're all okay and building up a sensor fleet.
All sections report.
Trying to.
Make it so.
The important thing in this mission, once you've cleared up all the ships,
prepare and
is to basically not let the Borg get a foothold.
Mr.
If they
LaForge,
get a foothold,
all auxiliary power to the engines.
There is a potential problem in this mission. But you might recognise this ship. This is a new ship for this mission. Say hello to the Intrepid class, otherwise known as Voyager.
Status report.
And I would
Mr. LaForge,
say
reroute all auxiliary power to the engines.
The Intrepid class plays a similar role in this game as far as comparing one ship to another as the Sabre to the Akira as the Sabre does to the Defiant.
Engage.
The reason I'd say that is that the Intrepid class doesn't cost any metal to make. It's a pure dilithium ship.
Lock all weapons on that target.
Enemy engaged.
And it doesn't have any special weapons, unlike the Akira. However, they do have upsides to them. The Intrepid is incredibly fast for one. It's an exceedingly fast ship. And I didn't know this for a while, and I only recently found it out, but the Intrepid class ship has the most powerful beam phases of any ship below advanced shipyard levels. So in high numbers they can basically be used as a fast attack squad more than anything else. Just basically telling my fleet to stick with the starbase at the moment, because the starbase is more than capable of holding its own. But now we've picked up all the ships, it's time for us to get rebuilding. And I'm just going to get my recovered ventures to scout out the area and see if they can tell me anything new. This mission's pretty short overall. If you do manage to rescue all 3 Sovereign class ships, you're going to be pretty well off. As you can see, the Borg are sending assembly ships here, which is interesting to say the least, but what they're trying to do, I believe, is take that dilithium moon up at the top left, and we can't let them do that.
All sections report. Engage.
Station is under attack.
Again, that cube isn't going to last very long against the starbase 3 Sovereign class ships in the galaxy.
Go to yellow alert.
I'm going to tell the Enterprise to hide in with the starbase, and now
make more room in the cargo base. Will do.
We can get ourselves up and running. You'll notice that we started this mission with a massive excess of metal.
Station construction commencing.
We can get down the research buildings very quickly. Just going to have a quick further look at Voyager. There it is. Well, I keep calling it Voyager, but it's actually just an Intrepid class ship.
Understood.
I tend to use them in missions where I need a bit more manoeuvrability, or there's a huge shortage of metal around. In this mission, neither of those really applies, although I can do with the manoeuvrability. The manoeuvrability would be pretty good. With the research station down, I'm going to plop down the science station so I can begin building torpedo turrets.
Enemy
and that will
engaged.
allow me to leave the confines of this area. And I see the Borg are building
All
resource
sections
processing
report.
node up there. That will not do.
Standing by. Alter course.
Going to take everything that we've got and head for that area. I really want to stop the Borg from getting any kind of foothold.
Starship complete.
Acknowledge Starfleet.
I think it's rather
Enemy
similar in Armada
engaged.
2 as it was in Armada 1.
Stations.
If you can stop the Borg getting hold of
Reroute power to
resources, they really struggle because they don't have their ships are basically extremely expensive compared to Federation or
Station
Klingons.
is under
So
attack.
while more powerful, they do require a lot more in the way
Battle
of
stations.
both crew and material. So if you can deny them
Acknowledge
both,
Starfleet.
you're going to be in a pretty good situation overall.
Battle stations.
So there we go, we stunted that, but there was a Borg colony ship round here, so
Reroute power to weapons.
yeah, it looks like they've colonised this planet, but there's no planetary shield, so that should make our job a little bit easier, and we're just going to
Reroute
bomb all
power
the
to
life
weapons.
off this planet.
Station complete.
Rather unfederation, but
Enemy
since we've got the
engaged.
Sovereign class ships, we might as well use them. Although I'm a little bit concerned, I can't remember losing the Galaxy class ship, but it doesn't appear to be here anymore. Obviously it's hidden somewhere. Didn't want to take my orders or something. Doesn't really matter, Sovereign class ships are far
Station
superior to
complete.
Galaxy class ships. That lets us know we
Standing
can now
by.
build torpedo turrets, so I'm just going to head over here and try and stop the Borg settling over here as well. And I've got a colony ship
Prepare the
here,
colonists.
so let's colonize
Colonization
this
has begun.
planet and get some crew going. You'll notice a second starbase here,
Standing by.
and I'm trying to prepare myself to have as much
Standing
in the
by.
way of crew as possible. And once we get rid of this area, the Borg are going to go fairly docile, really. We'll
Enemy
be able to sort
engaged.
them out quite easily. Or at least we can build up to a point where we have a massive economical advantage and there's just no way the Borg can recover. I say, the Borg don't really seem like they're caring about the fact that we're shooting up their side of their map, but never mind.
Colonization was successful.
Right, so we've got another planet on our side, so we've got crew at triple rate.
Initiate new attack pattern.
That should be enough for us to start building ships of at least some
Standing by.
And oh, someone's coming over here. No, you don't. And this is going to be the
Starship
I would
construction
say probably this is
commencing.
going to be the cusp of this
Station is
mission,
under
or at
attack.
least the major part of this
Acknowledge,
mission. It's going to be
Starfleet.
me using this little fleet of mine to sweep from side to side to
Reroute
make sure that
power
the
to
Borg don't
weapons.
do anything like
Enemy
colonize a planet.
engaged.
Understood.
It's the Borg's equivalent of the steam runner.
Starship
Didn't really do
complete.
anything. And yeah, you can stop that right now. Get off it.
Starship
Doesn't look like they
complete.
managed to colonise it, so back once again to the main base.
Acknowledged.
And can I have a second
That
shipyard,
is a logical
please?
request. Prepare the docking bays.
And now that we've got
Station
torpedo
construction
turrets here,
commencing.
we can
Confirmed, Starfleet.
just defend ourselves a little
Starship
bit better.
complete.
Although to be fair, star bases are going to be very good in the way of defence anyway. I do have two freighters doing nothing. Here we go. They're just
got it.
going to mine this dilithium. I
Starship
can't build a
complete.
trading station in this mission, but it does allow me to build planetary shields, should
Station
I wish.
construction commencing.
And since I'm building a
Research
Kira-class ship, I
commencing.
might as well research the chain reaction pulsar, because that's one of the best reasons to build a Kira-class ships.
Starship complete.
You'll notice that this shipyard was pretty badly shot up. I had to recrew it at the start of the mission.
Starship complete.
They're heading straight for this base, it looks like. Yeah, they're the artillery
sections
style
stand by.
ships again, the Wedge. But they're
Enemy
not going to be
engaged.
much of a problem. Akira's going to take them down quite handily.
Station
See, they
is
got a
under
couple of
attack.
shots off, but nothing to worry me too much. And let's get back to shipbuilding, shall we? Yeah, looks like we've got this area pretty nicely covered.
Station complete. Starship construction commencing.
Well, the Borg sending all those colony ships over there has given me an idea. At least
Research
it'd give me
complete.
a chance for them to act as my eyes and ears over there.
Acknowledged.
I don't intend to build
Confirmed,
Defiant
Starfleet.
class vessels, so there's no point in me researching the antimatter mine.
Station construction commencing.
And once again, a few more torpedo turrets.
Starship complete.
At this point we can relax a bit because the Borg are kind of stuck where they are now. There's not much that they can do. They've got one
Acknowledged.
dilithium moon and maybe a planet at their disposal, whereas I'm about to have 2 dilithium moons, 2 planets, a couple of star bases,
Enemy
and I might even
engaged.
go for a 3rd dilithium moon. And that's quite funny in assembly.
Station
Walked
construction
into a
commencing.
torpedo turret that was just standing in the middle of the map and got destroyed. But that's fine as far as
Prep
I'm
all
concerned.
systems. Colonization has begun.
And okay, let's get this planet colonised, and I can also send one of my construction ships which isn't building when it isn't, and get it up there
Station is under attack.
and build some defences. Yes, don't mess around with star bases, it'll only end in tears.
Standing
Oh
by.
dear, it looks like you're sending a colony ship to my planet that's already colonized. What a shame.
Station complete.
I suppose I
Reroute
should build a
power to
planetary
weapons.
shield there just to stop this from happening.
Enemy engaged.
Well, this
Colonization
little
has
fleet of
begun.
mine is more than enough
Colonization
to hold
was
them
successful.
if they don't start sending escort with it. And we finally have some colonization. As you can see, crew's going up rapidly now, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. And oh look, it seems like we found the Borg base. Guess we'll be taking that out shortly.
Planetary shields are now operational.
Guess what I did while I was messing round? Wait, dilithium mine up here, I
Prudent
think.
course of action.
I'm not too sure how necessary all this is, but I am running fairly low on dilithium, and without
Station
being able
construction
to
commencing.
build a trading
Station complete.
centre, I do need extra dilithium if I'm going to be able to take the Borg on. Yep, definitely
Enemy
got into the Borg
engaged.
base, and ooh, that's pretty heavily guarded. I'm going to need a bigger fleet than this, I think.
Starship construction
Yeah,
commencing.
just a few more.
Starship construction commencing.
No greater skill than overkill.
Starship
Oh,
complete.
assembler's going up there, we better catch that. Or do
Starship
I really care
complete.
that much?
You got it.
Starship complete.
Captain, Starbase 176 is reporting that they're picking up the encrypted signature frequency of the black box of one of the missing vessels, the USS Douglas, a Nebula-class ship. It is entering the system with several unidentified targets. It is likely that it has been assimilated by the Borg. Starfleet has ordered us to reacquire the Douglas before it can leave the system. It could provide us with data critical in discovering where and how the Borg have been entering the quadrant.
Okay then, so this mission just took a little bit of a turn.
Enemy engaged.
And unfortunately a
Starship
Borg
complete.
cubes decided
Station is
to
under attack.
attack my dilithium refinery
Starship
operation
complete.
just as
Station complete.
the Douglas has come into the system.
All crew stand ready.
Acknowledge, Starfleet.
And this
Starship complete.
coming up is a
Insufficient
complete
dilithium.
and utter exercise in
Starship
annoyance
construction
and failure on
commencing.
my behalf. I'm terrible at this part of the mission, mainly because two Iwo Jimas don't do anything, and they get themselves destroyed far too easily.
Starship
Plus,
complete.
I
Acknowledged.
kinda lost track of the. I kinda lost track of where
Battle
the Douglas
stations.
is. But here comes the fleet that
Alter
includes
course.
the Douglas.
Full stop.
Yellow alert.
First thing to do is set
Enemy
my
engaged.
ships all on yellow
Acknowledge,
alert
Starfleet.
because I don't want them shooting up the
Battle
Douglas.
stations. Fire all weapons.
Well, chain reaction pulsar's got to be good for something. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Reroute power to weapons.
In fact, that was awesome. Come on. Yeah, that's not great. I
Armed
lost
and
a
ready.
great deal of my fleet there. Let's
Alter
get going,
course.
guys.
Alter course.
Yeah, that's not going to last very long either.
Armed and ready.
There's the Douglas.
Adjust heading.
And she's surrounded by cubes, and I mean
Enemy
cubes.
engaged.
There she is.
Affirmative.
Armed and ready.
Now, being on green alert
crew
is a bit of
stand
a
ready.
problem because it does mean they won't fire at the
Crew
Borg,
standing
but I'm
by.
now getting the Iwo Jima class ships to come over and attack the Douglas. At least I hope that's what they're going to do.
All sections stand by.
I just had to cut there because I had to turn off my fraps for a minute because it was causing a lot of system lag, and that is not a fleet I want to see. There's a lot of Borg, plus I've lost contact with where the Douglas is. Oh my God in heaven. Well,
all crew stand ready.
torpedo
Enemy
turrets,
engaged.
please. Oh great, now the Iwo Jima ships decide to move, and yeah, this is how weak they are. They've both just been
Status
destroyed in a
report.
couple of volleys. Oh, wonderful. Where's the Douglas gone?
Status report.
Oh, blip on the map, I just saw it. Yeah, it's still escorted by 2 Borg cubes. Unfortunately, they're within range of
Alter
my
course.
torpedo turrets, which are
Station is
amazing.
under attack. We have entered a dangerous nebula.
Yeah, never doubt the power of a torpedo turret.
Adjust heading.
So, gotta do this the hard way, I suppose.
Armed and ready.
I'll enjoy you watching me rant and rave, and I will see you
Armed
next
and
time,
ready.
guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it, its shields are
Armed
back
and
up.
ready.
No, no, stop.
Enemy
No,
engaged.
no, stop shooting it.
Status report. All sections stand by.
How can its shields be back up so quickly?
All sections stand by.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. Beam on board, that's good. Why have you stopped
Armed
beaming?
and
Stop
ready.
shooting it!
Adjust heading. Armed and ready.
Station is under attack.
Good. Much better. No, 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 no. No, no. Stop it, stop it. How is it not dead? Stop
Status
shooting it! Right, now it's disabled.
Armed
Well,
and ready.
I'll get on board
sections
and I
stand
will
by.
see you next time, guys.
The USS Douglas has been retaken. The entire discovered secrets hidden inside of that vessel. Hopefully, this will shed some light on our current situation. Mr. LaForge, as soon as the data from the captured ship is on hand, meet me in the debriefing room.